All right, you can get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boys, the 1, 2, 3 Count of Wrestling Podcast, here to talk to you about what's been going on in wrestling. Yeah. And right now we have myself, your boy, and the Heart Pirate himself, CT. And we have Hands Off His Everything. Who from Texas?
From Detroit.
All in it. From Detroit, Michigan. And and Chris is playing Marvel Rivals right now. He will be with us.
Yeah, he in a little game. Shit gets real.
He was having fun, probably playing with Ultron.
Yeah.
I have not played my PS5 in almost 3 months.
That's craziness. Let me get that from you. I can use a second one because I need one to stay directly on the computer.
See, I still haven't been able to like hook everything up to my PC, so I just kind of have been disheartened. So I just
it's stressful.
Been doing it. And I've been focusing a lot on the Pulse of the Ring.
Goddamn right.
My other podcast that I do where I go out and interview different wrestlers. Last week, we posted us with Chico. Adam.
Goddamn right.
And this week, if you go and check out Pulse of the Ring on Twitter, it shows who is our next guest on Pulse of the Ring. I just feel like I'm going to tell you. It is former NXT North American champion Leon Ruffin. I sat down with him over Royal Rumble weekend, had a nice little few minutes to talk to him. Really great interview. Yeah. Check it out next Monday, 5 p.m. But also go check out my video with Chico Adams. Let's see. Saturn Price. My mind's rising because I didn't think about this right now. Jocelyn Navarro and Isaiah Broner. I got more to come with Kay Toomer next and some more individuals from the Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah, we got to get Chico on this podcast. I keep saying it.
He said anytime.
They call him right now then. he
probably he
don't stop.
He trains like when he's not on a show or anything. He's going to Tampa and training at the Heart Dungeon. You think
he's gonna be down in Arlington or Dallas during All In?
I don't see why not, but I would have to ask.
I'm gonna hit him up. If he is, then I'm gonna have to buy him a beer because he been looking out. When I had to hook up a couple years ago, don't have to hook up now, but I got to hook up still. Thanks to Chico, my boy. Listen, you need to get back in the ring because I need to see that match.
I sent you some of our matches.
I need to see the match today. I need for him to have a clear victory because you out of shape. You a little rusty. That's going to spark that competitiveness. And you like, you know what? We get back in shape. And I'm going to get his ass.
Oh, no. Like, I might not be in complete wrestling shape, but I can make myself go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe it when I see it.
Doing nothing. That's by doing nothing but tactical wrestling. Just holds. Submission hold. Submission. I gotcha. Submission hold.
Oh, you Will Ferrell and Ladies Man, the Greco-Roman wrestling. Look.
Yep.
Yeah. That was my movie, by the way. I just want to say that. All right, but and we talked about Baby Oil. Pride month, so there ain't no pause. But
happy Pride Month to everybody in the community. Just so everybody knows, the 3 Count of Wrestling Pod is very inclusive.
Yes.
We don't do any of that hate. Hate is for losers.
Yeah.
If that's what you're on. Kick rocks. You can be like Hulk Hogan.
Fuck Terry.
Fuck you, Hulk Hogan.
Fuck Terry all day. and not in the I want to type of way. Is get the fuck out of here. I never want to see you. I want to RKO you when I see you. And you old geriatric. I know I can do it. So that's what it is. Shout out to Big Papa Pump.
All day.
I just want to do that. Shout out to the LGBTQ, all of that, the plus, the asexuals. Y'all don't get enough talks. The asexuals. I couldn't imagine a life like that. So I know how hard it could be. But yeah, I wanted to shout out everybody in Pride Month. Oh, look at this.
Look
at this. Boy,
he probably lost. He probably lost his last match.
Oh, we did. We had a cheating widow on the other team though. So
no, I'm surprised that listen,
not my fault.
I'm surprised that people can hack on PlayStation. Man, I was fighting this. I was fighting this Human Torch. Like the first couple of times he was getting me, and I'm like, all right, it was cool. He caught me by surprise. Nigga, I was dodging everything and I was still getting hit. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what we on. He got one of those game genies. I don't like this.
Game Joe, I heard that in a minute.
Yeah, I know, right?
The game too.
But yeah, but we was just paying our respects. It's Pride Month. This is our first podcast in Pride Month, so we was shouting out to the LGBTQIA plus. Shout out to all of them. We are allies. We are inclusive, and we have fun. So
I really want to get Effie. Like I want to interview Effie. He is so fucking funny. And then one of the people I interviewed, the father of flawlessness, Edward Draven, part of the community.
What a fucking name.
Yeah.
What a fucking name. Oh my god.
I wanna interview the MXM collection. Them. They are.
Yeah. So,
I don't know if they are, if they not. I don't care. They make gender fluidity fun. that like honestly, they make it fun, and I appreciate the people that are so secure with themselves that they can show love to other people, that they could just be them, even if it ain't really showing up. Being them is enough. So yeah,
I miss Dalton Castle.
Oh God, he's injured.
Yeah.
Get well soon.
Get well, Dalton Castle. You are the man. I can't believe they took the boys from you. But
well, no, it was the boys. I mean, they could always hire more boys.
They could always hire more boys, but it wouldn't be the same. But
man, they can get better boys.
I didn't say that it would have been worse, but it won't be the same. Shoot, Mason and Mansoor would be the boys. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Fantasy booking, I would love to see that.
I will watch ROH just for that.
Yeah. All right, but how's everybody doing since we all here?
Man, this week sucked. I'm gonna come out and say it. Yeah. I don't want to think about wrestling. I don't want to talk about wrestling. I was just like, man, I got to get my mind off this. I'm like,
yeah,
everywhere I go.
Everywhere you go, you can't escape it. You know what's great? I will get into it. But CT, how are you doing?
Exhausted. I slept until 4 p.m. today.
Ooh. Yeah.
So I'm only up for a short time because I also have to be
at work.
Okay. Early in the morning.
Yeah,
so
that sucks. Me, guess what? I got in the gym for like the last 2 days. Me and the missus starting to work out. She's she used to be a trainer, so she killing it on the elliptical. 30 minutes, just killing it. I did 4.5 on the treadmill, 6. I was like, I'm done. Then I was like, you know what? Let me work on my lats. Let me work on my biceps and triceps. Now all of this shit hurts. My calves hurt from the running. Yeah, so I've been dead for the last 2 days, and she's been going to physical therapy after that. So it's been crazy.
No, I can't do running.
I'm trying to get back in. I'm trying to get I stopped smoking, so I'm trying to get all of that out of me. And if push come to shove and I just get the opportunity to join there, of course, I go through the training. I want to be prepared too. So
That makes sense.
yeah.
So I have 4 things on the docket today. We can get the easiest stuff out the way. Mariah May is now in NXT.
I was watching that show and I was like, wait, who's this?
Yeah.
Wait, she sound familiar. Wait, she look familiar. I was like, wait, I just seen her.
And now everybody is trying to figure out what her name is going to be. Because you know how Ricky Starks is now Ricky Saints. Yeah. I said that her name is going to be April May.
It could be April May. I was thinking about Mayflower. I was thinking about Mariah March.
I seen that Mariah March, Mariah June. I'm like,
yeah. I would
April May just it's so easy and off the tongue.
It should be like April June and her middle name is May. So her name would be like April May June. That'd also work. Or Mom's Mabley. I would go for some. I'm sorry. I was watching Comic View a couple of nights ago. So Mom's Mabley. That was just a reach.
You just went. Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. I just went left. But the alliteration was perfect. That's all I'm saying. That Mom's Mabley. Okay.
I also want to say congratulations to friend of the show, Chasey Jane, for becoming the new NXT Women's Champion. I know everybody hating right now.
I was sitting there like Mike Rome, like what just happened? That boy was confused. I was confused. I had to rewind.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her to win it. She's been in NXT for a few years now, and from Fatal Influence to Fatal Attraction, you know, she's been working hard as hell. So congratulations to her. She has a lot of like challengers.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. The whole damn roster came out.
Yeah.
You know, then Mariah May showed up.
Yeah. All right. But I do got a question because with Mariah May, because that was like big for me. I caught it on Twitter. I just popped up on Twitter because I was working. Popped up on Twitter. It was like, the fuck is this? Which crazy because something happened. What? No, it wasn't last week. I'm mixing shit up. But I had a question because this is star number 2 to go from
star.
And I'm not talking about. Wait. I'm not talking about like Sean Spears, who was an NXT staple. And he was in the WWE. He went and became a star in AEW and then came back. I'm not talking about Cody, who's a star. He left to make a name for himself, came back. I'm talking about somebody like Ricky Starks, who became Ricky Singh. That's number 1. We also had Mariah May, but Dragon Lee I'm not counting because he wasn't contracted, so I won't count him. But no, he a Triple A star, and that's not a fair thing because they just acquired him. But it wasn't like a person that made a name for themselves in AEW then came over to WWE.
It would be Mariah May, she made a name for herself in Stardom, but it would still be Lexis King, Ricky Starks, Mariah May, Ethan Page has been around.
Yeah, Ethan Page been around. And yeah.
I mean, technically, most of the women during the pandemic era, like 1919 pandemic, were on AEW Dark.
Yeah.
Got shown and then immediately kept picked up.
Yeah, that's true. But when I'm saying is somebody like, I'll say this because I had 2 questions. One was, what do you think about these stars? Because I said there's 2, but there's another big star that I'm not going to talk about until the second part of the question. Going from AEW to NXT, what does that say about them? Because they're coming. I know that we said that, they got to learn how to wrestle the WWE way, but we've seen people move up rather quick in NXT, but Ricky Starks is still there.
I feel like he's moving.
They kind of wrote him off.
Yeah, they've written off like
but
a lot of people.
All right, what's the boy's name? Nigga with the sideburns. I can't remember his name here.
Oh, Lexus King.
Yeah, Lexus King. Did he just get written off because he's been there longer than Ricky? Like, I understand that Sean likes some people and be like, you know what, I'm gonna keep you with me.
But here's also the thing: Ricky Starks was doing well before he got to AEW,
Right?
Because he was in NWA, so he's already like
established.
But and I understand that, but most of people that is in AEW, I won't say all, but most of the people that were in AEW have been wrestling or starting to make a name for themselves outside of AEW. But that's because AEW is only 5 years old. Some of these people have been wrestling for 10 years. The AEW 5 years old, but their rub that they got comes from AEW.
But what happened to that saying that you had? That most people who are WWE fans don't know anybody unless they were in the WWE. So wouldn't that, with your logic with that, wouldn't they make them go to NXT first so they can just be shown? Like, everybody knows who Penta is. Penta's Penta.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
If you're wearing a mask, everybody's gonna know who you are.
All right.
But somebody like,
but I'm saying, like, Ricky has just been written up. He's just been written off. That's a recent thing, which is cool. But Lexi King, whatever the fuck his name is, I keep forgetting. Alexis King being there for what, over a year now?
That's
Is it that Shawn Michaels? My question is, because I'm deviating from the question. What does it say about them? Super big star. Mariah May was women's champion in AEW. What does that say about her going from that to this?
That there isn't space for her on the main roster just yet.
What do you mean? Okay, now this is cool. Because what do you mean that there's not space on the women's division in SmackDown or Raw?
Because they just moved up. Jordan Grace, Julia,
okay,
Stephanie got her. Yeah.
All right, that's 3.
4.
All right, the women's division has been for the last 3 years Io, Jay, Naomi, Asuka, Bailey here and there. Charlotte has been injured. Becky comes and goes or has been injured. Like their roster is not big for the women. We had Nia Jax for a minute. Disappeared. We had what, 2 years? Huh?
She's been on TV.
Okay. She's been on TV.
She was in the qualifier for Money in the Bank.
Okay. That's like what's fuck his name is not what the fuck his name, but it's like one of the regular stars in AEW being in the battle royale ladder match for a new star to come in and take the spot. Like they're not we have an issue with them not being utilized properly. We see them in matches that don't make sense or matches that enhance, but they're not doing anything with them. The women's division
is doing stuff with Naomi. Naomi's still doing stuff.
We was just on Nia Jax. What I just said is that it's been Naomi, Bianca, Jade. It's been Io, Asuka. It's been Bailey here and there. Charlotte has been injured. Becky has been injured and out of contract. Like it is. We had Sonya Deville every once in a while. We do have Liv Morgan, right? Alexa Bliss just came back. What's going on with her? We say the exact same thing if it was AEW. The women division is not being utilized, and there's great talent there. And Mariah May was a champion. when you say there's not space for her, is kind of like, what do you mean?
There is no
You
for
just
her.
added an intercontinental title belt to the women's. Like, there's enough. What's going on with the tag?
Bird Person is just Bird Person right now. I don't know what's going on with her.
So
she's IC champion going on with Becky Lynch, a feud that needs to be.
But what I'm saying is that there is space.
Hey, easy on Lyra. I'm fighting for it now.
Yeah. but what I'm saying is that it is not being utilized, and because
Liv Morgan is being utilized with Roxanne right now, who she was filming a movie, so they didn't have anything lined up for the WWE tag team, which they need to go ahead and give NXT their own women's tag team titles.
Yeah.
They had it.
There's no point to have.
But this all goes into what I'm saying, that the utilization of the women's division in the main roster is in shambles. So to say there's not enough room, what you're saying is that they're not using them properly because there's not enough.
Who would you plug Mariah May in with right now on the main roster?
Who would I?
As of a pay-per-view happening this weekend, where would you pop her in?
Where would I pop her in? I would put her.
I wouldn't even debut her on a random NXT.
I mean, I would say that too. But if we are, who's the women's champion? Tiffany Stratton still? She's one of the women's champions, right? I could put her in there with that. She can have a pay-per-view loss, but that build up, a 2-week build up of a new person coming in and saying, I'm coming for that crown, I would take that. Because y'all just did it for Charlotte. Like, this is
Charlotte is different.
No. You're missing what I'm saying.
I'm going to be taping for Charlotte.
No, you are absolutely right. It's different. But what I'm saying is that you can do it. You can do it for that person because you already know that she's a champion. We talked about how WWE say that they don't watch them, right? If it's not Penta, even though WWE didn't know Penta, if it wasn't Cody, right? Most of the time they don't really know who you are, right? But you can move them you can move her like how you moved Penta, like Ray Phoenix, like you could move her there.
I'm sorry, Mariah May, as good as she is not on the level of. Like
that is okay.
That's not true. I'm wrestling style, WWE and AEW's wrestling style are two different things.
Okay.
So she needs to be able to. She probably doesn't need to stay in that long. Like do it just as much as Jordynne Grace, because Jordynne Grace doesn't need to be at NXT, but she is right now.
But wait. Jordan was also on the main roster. They just put her there now that she's consistent. Joe Hendry was on the main roster. They were there. When Jordynne Grace for a championship match? Hold on.
Jordynne Grace has never been on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah,
She's been on pay-per-views.
Yeah, like Rumble, yeah.
But she's never been on the Raw or the SmackDown.
Hold on.
No, just Julia, Roxanne, and Stephanie been on Raw or SmackDown.
And
I gotta look. Okay, all right. Y'all say
NXT don't need a tag team title.
All right.
Women's tag team title after they got rid of the best tag team and Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. But no.
Okay.
I get them out.
All right.
And then we brought up the Iconics. Oh my god.
So
forgot about them. Jesus.
All right. I'm gonna say it.
I heard so many obscure fucking wrestling facts this week is ridiculous.
Mariah May does not need to be on that roster. Her personality is entirely too big for her to stay on there. She is skilled enough to actually compete in the main roster, especially in the women's division. Like, we're not putting her with we're putting her with mostly indie wrestlers anyway. Okay, you got Charlotte, who's been a WWE star. You got Becky, right? Bianca, She's a WWE talent. Naomi's a WWE talent, right? All right. Asuka, Io, Chelsea. Like anywhere she goes, she could work because half of the women's division is of that ilk, and they could get her over because they are that talented. And she should be a star to come in on the main roster. Y'all said that Jordan Grace wasn't on Raw. I think that is a travesty because she should have been there too. Okay. Even if y'all needed to pair her like how y'all did Jade. Some people are just that big. It could have been. All right. You could have even paired Tiffany Stratton and Mariah May together. Y'all could have did the whole Tony Storm. Wait. Y'all could have did the Tony Storm, Tiffany Stratton story. It could have been the Tony Storm, Mariah May story all over again, but it's with Tiffany Stratton. It could have been with Charlotte Flair. It could have been with Io Sky.
They would have just called copy pasta, man.
Yeah, that's it. But that's all. And then you're gonna hear all these. They're copying AEW. See WWE. Blah blah.
What do you think? Wait. What do you think they saying about them taking WWE AEW stars? This is the same thing. So if that's happening anyway, why does it matter? Wait, if it's happening anyway, why does it matter? If it has already been done, if they are recycling the same stories, if it has been done before, which most of wrestling has been done before.
They like to act like they're not fickle, but they're fickle.
Okay.
But they won't acknowledge the fact that they're fickles. They're fickle.
See, I don't believe it because they got a promo called All WWE. Like they could, it could have been done as a parody of them. Hey, I'm doing it better. But
they've done that before.
What, took a story?
No, they've done the little hashtag All WWE.
Yes, because
I believe they've done it before.
As fickle as they are, they're petty. That's what I'm saying, right? So I am having a problem with WWE taking who they know as stars and not putting them where they should be. Mm-hmm.
Let's move this story on because I have another thing that I want to talk about. Yep. The Worlds Collide, I believe that in Money in the Bank is this weekend, right?
Yep, both Saturday.
Okay. So, Worlds Collide is this weekend. And we have Chad Gable facing Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship, which Vikingo just beat El Patron. That's rude.
Yeah, seeing her hand in the background.
So, what do you... how do I put this? What do you think the implications are if Chad Gable wins the AAA Mega Championship from
El Viking
AAA, which they acquired, and Trick Williams winning the TNA Heavyweight Championship, which they're in partnership with TNA? How do you make that dangerous triangle, even though it's a diamond?
Okay, I got it.
In your little mind of WWE trying to work with everybody in wrestling.
Okay,
I want you to flip that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this: if Chad Gable wins, it just be bad booking. Because honestly, he should be losing to El Vikingo, and El Grande Americano should go for that spot, and he should win it. And I would think that would make more sense than Chad Gable winning. I just think that. I think El Grande Americano is deserving. He has been putting on great work. He's been doing great work. He should have been this, and that would have been the perfect tie. It shouldn't be Chad Gable. Chad Gable's just been Chad Gable. He's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. He shouldn't be going for this. That'd be a simulation. That's what I'm saying. That would be a simulation, and we don't need an American pro wrestler winning, it should be a luchador like El Grande Americano. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Carmelo winning the TNA. I think I thought that
Carmelo did not win it.
no, fuck Trick, my fault.
Oh, I hope you don't hear this.
No, I get that. Listen,
He turned
they've been so intertwined with each other since I've been watching wrestling. That
So you're saying Devon Evans was right, and that Trick Williams is just becoming another Carmelo head?
no. I'm just saying that their legacy. This is where the legacy splits because they've been intertwined with each other for so long. But this is where the legacy splits. And Trick winning does two things. One, it adds a sense of cachet to the TNA title. Because I asked this question last week. What does that say? Is this them saying that we're going to give Trick a test run to see if he can actually be a headliner for wrestling? Because if he can do what Kenny Omega did, then I can see him winning a WWE title in a year's time. If this goes down as a bad run, then you know that there's more work that needs to be done. So Trick winning gives this a little bit of cachet. It gives us a chance to see him.
Does the WWE take the rub and do the same for another promotion?
I think that it should be somebody like Joe Hendry. I think that can happen soon. I think that is a possibility. I can see that.
Give it to Mike Santana.
I would want it to be Mike Santana. I want Mike Santana. I want him to have the Intercontinental title or the USA title. That
Mike Santana versus Dom.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That would be sick. But
that'd be hilarious.
No, there's quite a few people. I mean, shit. You can put a title on to El Vikingo. I mean, it won't be like a great run in America, but that'd be an historic run over in Puerto Rico, the Dominican, Spain, Portugal, Brazil. That would be where luchador wrestling, lucha libre, is prevalent for a person like El Vikingo, who has been, that has been, big in that community.
But
go ahead.
What do you say about the fact that they sent Omos to Japan? He got hot in Japan. They said, oh no, they brought him back, made him lose the title. And they still haven't put him on TV.
I had a joke. I was about to say something. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. That's Triple H racism. I mean, that's Triple H racism that is kicking in. Oh, he's a big star over Japan. Let me take him back. He doing what? Nothing. Okay. Yeah.
Not this week.
Nah. Yeah. But
this week. Ooh.
But I still think that there's some kinks that need to be worked out. WWE's roster is entirely too big. Let me change that. They're not entirely too big. But just like with the women's division, the utilization is not there. I understand that you got two shows where you got to make everything fit for pay-per-views. If Triple H was serious about making certain things niche pay-per-views, you should have build-ups just sitting in the tuck for certain wrestlers that probably won't be the world champion, but fan favorites. Like, we'll get into them, but if you would have did a bad blood between R-Truth and The Miz, that probably be something that they would see. Like, WWE has some superstars and WWE have fan favorites. Sometimes that overlaps and the fan favorites are also superstars, but the ones that don't get utilized. There's people that,
like the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Who are they again?
The Street Profits.
Exactly.
And I hate you.
No, but they, why aren't they using them?
Well, I mean, they're in the mix of tag team turmoil, but then that's also in the mix with the Wyatt Six.
They're still around. Oh god.
They just came back.
Yeah.
Well, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Yeah, I'm just saying that the utilization has always been a problem with WWE. They got shareholders to try to make happy, but you also got fans that you need to make happy. And y'all
They're
don't.
not trying to make fans happy.
Yeah, let AEW get a couple of these stars
No,
and
let's go on the side tangent on how they're not making that.
Whoa.
Have you looked at ticket prices?
You said the ticket prices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they're just exorbitant.
You're talking about WWE, right?
Yes.
Okay. I made a statement about AEW and I was like, wait a minute, their ticket prices, they could barely afford to put their tickets down to $10. But that's neither here nor there.
Hell, they can't even pay their talent what they think that they should be owed.
Mm-hmm.
They will not go ball.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that,
Let's get it.
we have like 2 big releases. Well, their contracts aren't being renewed, and a possible 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And it's making me say, what the fuck?
Yeah.
First and foremost, everybody was shocked and appalled.
Angry, hurt, felt betrayed. Yeah.
Bamboozled.
Hoodwinked.
Led
astray. All those
so
things.
many words I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
When R-Truth was let go, like everybody, even like I've listened to forgot what Zeb Coulter's real Dutch Mantel. I've listened to Cornette, like the What Cultures, Alvarez's and them.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, yo, when we first saw that, we thought that was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't. And I want to say Carlito leaving is the same way.
Yeah.
Where it came to we found out that they tried to lowball him. Or at least not, I'm going to say, yeah, it would be lowballing. Pay them lower than what they were getting made. And they both pretty much said, no, we're good.
Yeah.
And their contract is no longer being renewed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get into this. WWE is owned by TKO. They got shareholders. Yeah, business is business, right? Carlito. When Carlito came back, it was a surprise because people thought that he was never going to come back anyway. So for him to be where he's at, for him to actually just have an easy contract, take a few bumps here, be funny, be Carlito. You pay him for that because he is somebody that would enhance talent. He is somebody that gives levity in a dramatic situation. He is somebody that you can use as a conduit for the regular people watching. We can see things through the eyes of Carlito, which we do we say it a bunch of times when Carlito takes a bump. He just wanted to eat his apple and have fun. Like, he just wanted to chill. Like, we say that because we identify with it, right? You pay him for that. You may not pay him top dollar, but you don't lowball that. That is a talent that a lot of your superstars can't do. Like, so yeah, you should have paid him. You lowball him, he deserves better. Okay? R-Truth deserves at least a legacy contract. At least. That is if you didn't want him to just be like, oh, we don't need you on TV all the time. Let him be an ambassador for WWE. Him go and do shit. But guess that's what you should have done. I'm still not convinced that this is something that they're really doing. I honestly, there is no reason that I see Ron on my screen, on my phone, on the WWE app. I'm not even the app, but on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere I go, WWE is promoting R-Truth. And that's because the fans, they'll come across it, they'll like it, they'll comment, they'll do it. So now it's putting in the algorithm of people that like wrestling. So as soon as you hop on, you seeing nothing but R-Truth shit. And they like, and you go into the comments, they saying, oh, they really dropped the ball with this one. If this is happening,
I've seen the shirt.
Yeah.
I heard it was like sell it out.
Yeah. And if you are seeing that, there ain't no way that they're going to keep him. That because guess what? He takes that to the other brand. It's gonna be like when Rusev came back. The Rusev Day, people buying all the Miro shirts and everything. Even though they did him wrong, but that's neither here nor there. Doing that, taking R-Truth there is R-Truth is arguably his debut in AEW is probably going to be as big as CM Punk's, just because of who he is, the magnitude, the levity that he brings, his ability to connect with people, and the fact that that WWE done him wrong. Yeah, they're selling out right now. He's not even there.
I think about it from a different perspective.
Oh,
I even posted this
before you go. But ultimately, I think this will work because I will not let down my hope and dream of seeing December 28th, 29th, random ass pay-per-view, R-Truth versus John Cena, R-Truth winning the title, ending John Cena's career on a loss, and Ron Killings is a WWE champion. I'm not letting go of that hope.
Oldest world champion.
Yeah.
He's also 54 years old.
I gotta run. Y'all can finish, but I had to get that out. All right.
Okay.
All right.
But I was saying for the indie like side of it, who knows? Like it's getting released sucks.
Yeah.
Point blank, it's just like getting fired. But the good thing about indie wrestling is that even the people who get released, they are still going to get booked on shows. That's why you should go to indie shows. So you have a better chance of actually meeting like your favorite wrestler than having to go to like they're having the all access events in LA and it's $90. Just take a 5-second picture with the person. Where you actually get to have like at the indie shows, you can actually have not a long conversation, but you get more like substance from the conversation, not being held on the string. So I can see R-Truth coming to the indies and R-Truth and Little Jimmy versus anybody from the micro wrestling, championship wrestling, or just any random person on the indies. Like it's going to be great for R-Truth because his gimmick will work anywhere he goes.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so this was kind of ruin my wrestling week. The whole release of R-Truth, because I'm like, all right, I think I'm done this week. I don't want to be here no more. I didn't want to watch Raw. Actually, did I watch Raw? I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit of Raw. Yeah, I did watch it. It was like on the screen to the right of me. I was like, all right, whatever, it's just on. But yeah, I mean, the Hall of Fame career just based off the comedic factor.
Yeah.
Never mind his accolades and like NWA, TNA
run, like more championship reigns than R-Truth.
Yeah, I want to hear about Flair. I want to hear about Cena.
Nope.
They ain't nowhere near our truth.
He is
like I was telling my friend, I was like, this man, he was like one of the ones that saved them during COVID. Like, I'm just like, dude, like, where's the loyalty? Like, come on. It was him, Sasha, and Bailey. I swear. Just, I don't know. I just think about it bugging me out. Anyway, he gonna be all right. I mean,
what I'm also hearing, I don't know if you've heard this too. Karrion Kross's contract is coming up pretty soon.
Don't do this to me.
WWE nor TKO has come to him about renewing.
He thought our truth was a fumble. If they gonna be this tone deaf about Cross, literally shirt selling out. The hashtags online every single show.
Shirt selling out, and he's not even being shown on TV. He's not even wrestling on TV.
He ain't wrestled. He on main event. I didn't know they even still did main event. I seen clips of main event.
I don't know how to watch it. I couldn't tell you how to watch main event.
Where is it? Hulu? I don't know.
Tubi?
Tubi. I don't know. It's after the Evolve show. Somebody tell me. But like, Karrion, dude, if they, I'm mad he's not in the Money in the Bank match. He didn't get a qualifying match. But Chad Gable got two. Like,
sorry, El Grande Americano.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck kayfabe right now. Why is crossed out on my TV?
Like,
why is he's still trying to convince Sammy to join Seth for whatever reason. I'm like, sure, Jay ain't gonna be here forever for him. Like, yeah, I get the mind games, but the story, man, he need the
WWE. That would be the biggest fumble.
Yeah,
Karrion Kross, because he's so talking about like listening to the fans. The fans have been telling the WWE, we want to see Karrion Kross.
We want Kross. I see it it's like every other tweet during Monday Night Raw. Every other tweet on my timeline is like, we want Kross. It's either somebody like a clip of his documentary, which is awesome on YouTube if you haven't watched that. It's like 45 minutes. So good. About his WrestleMania, his promo after WrestleMania. Actually, like it's like his whole WrestleMania week. Like he went to Bloodsport.
Yeah,
there's some crazy stuff there. Bloodsport. Yeah, like if they fumble Kross, this man gonna be the next Cody Rhodes. Like he gonna know. All right, they didn't want me. I'm about to go and make a name for myself. Mox and Kross. You know what? I ain't even mad at it. Kross and Ospreay. Oh my god, bro. Kross and Swerve. Oh god. You know what? No, because he there now. You make use of him now. Don't wait till he have to leave and come back. When he already red hot right now. Just I don't know.
They don't know how to like strike while the iron's hot.
They don't.
They like to just, we're just going to slow burn. No one's going to care. Oh, why do you guys care so much? You should just enjoy the ride. No, we know what we want. Give us what we want.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what we want, what we really, really want. We want to kill Kross.
Yeah, he go back to Killer Kross on the Indies. It's over. That man gonna be Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and TNA. It's over. It's like
Bobby Lashley will probably be able to get his real fist fight with Karrion or Killer by that time.
Yeah, a UFC match before Karrion Kross might get his WrestleMania moment. Because these clowns don't know what they want to do. I did not hear about the Kross thing. You just made my week even worse. Let me be honest with you.
That's the thing, like yesterday and today.
Damn. I ain't really been on it today. That is awful. I don't want to hear that. Man.
I mean, it's now official. We're getting Okada versus Kenny Omega at All In.
Yeah. They said what was it? It's a little bit after 10. It's like, oh, Tony Khan, here you go. He got a major announcement before the main event. I'm like, all right, here we go. You got to be something crazy, right? They didn't already book this match in December.
Yeah.
At World's End, the end of the freaking Continental Classic, when Kenny handed Okada his championship. I'm like, all right.
But now they're about to have their first ever Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, somebody said that might be copyright. The WWE own the rights to the Intercontinental Championship? That'd be kind of weird. Yeah, but they probably do.
Well, no, because
I say, you know what? Any other Intercontinental Championships?
I think New Japan had one, but
they did. They ended up changing that. Not too long after it was a thing. Like Omega had it at one point.
I
don't know. I spent 4 hours watching AEW yesterday, and I'm like, the first hour was good. After that, I'm like, this show is all over the place.
Yeah,
they got luchadors on the show. I don't even know who they are. I can't.
Well, because they're doing Grand Slam Mexico in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, sure. But we got to get to All In. I don't need all this extra stuff. I don't need all this fluff in the middle. What's happening at All In? We got Mercedes and Tony. We got Hangman and Mox.
And then Kenny and Okada.
Yeah.
So at least we got 3 matches.
Yeah.
When is All In again?
July 12th.
Okay, well, at least
a little over a month. Yeah. Yeah.
Lord knows we're not going to get any more match announcements until
last week of June. Let me see. July 9th. They gonna add like 4 matches to watch. Just watch.
But we do have Money in the Bank tomorrow.
Money in the Bank is only 4 matches.
I mean, it pretty much. Yeah, it only does have 4 matches.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be at a wedding. My friend was like, "Man, you gonna miss the whole pay-per-view?" I'm like, nah. No, there's no way.
How many people you know getting married? Jesus Christ! This is like the 5th wedding you've been to this year.
What? Nah, this is the first wedding I've been to this year.
I could have sworn you went to another one, or maybe it was a birthday where you couldn't watch.
Might have been. It was probably a birthday.
But
no, this is the first wedding this year. Cousin getting married.
Shout out to your cousin. We have Lyra versus Becky for the Intercontinental title.
I want Lyra to win.
Even though Becky's probably going to win this.
I know, but I want Lyra to win. Look. The highlight of my Raws these past 2 weeks is Lyra cooking Becky on the mic. I'm like, oh my God, it is so good. Oh my. She said the only good thing that happened to you was Seth Rollins. Oh my God, that is so.
So good. I haven't been able to get that far. Like, I've been so exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have Logan Paul and John Cena versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes.
Sure. I seen a picture of Logan Paul and John Cena together. Somebody said John Cena looked like he don't want to be here. I'm like, yeah, probably don't. I don't know. This last run, I don't.
Yeah.
After the Orton thing, I don't know where they going. I don't think they know where they going.
Well, I mean, it can mean something if whoever wins Money in the Bank. Because we have Penta versus Andrade versus LA Knight versus Solo versus Seth versus Andrade. I know.
Look,
this is the weirdest,
the strangest Money in the Bank lineup I ever seen. Because I'm like, okay, Seth gonna be there, Punk gonna be there. Punk not in the match. Punk was my pick because that's how we get Punk and Cena.
Yeah,
And maybe SummerSlam or at least somewhere in there.
That was my thought process as well.
But Punk not even in the match. Punk definitely costing Seth. So it's either LA Knight or unfortunately it's a El Grande Americano. And what can we talk about Penta and Phoenix real quick? Because what is the difference? Like, why is Penta like this and then Ray Phoenix just going down? Like,
has Ray Phoenix even been? No, he's gonna
Ray
be
Phoenix,
a world squad, right?
yeah, the Fatal 4-Way for the North American Championship. Yep. Mm-hmm. I think it's Javon Evans.
I blame Rey Mysterio.
I definitely blame Rey Mysterio. He should never take that match, bro. If he didn't take that match. Oh, Ray, you son of a bitch. Oh, even at the Mania, you haunt us. Oh, no. Ray Phoenix, no.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I have no idea. If it's not Seth, I genuinely don't know. I mean, we could get LA Knight and Cena.
I said it's going to be LA Knight.
Yeah.
But I can see LA Knight just holding it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like,
cause my thought process is because on Raw, on this upcoming Raw, is Gunther and Jay for the world title.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, somebody definitely getting cashed in. Because ain't no way Jey Uso beating Gunther again.
And if that's like the case, it would be Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it would have to be.
And it also only like it makes the story make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't fucking know.
See, that's what they did the same thing last year with the Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank was only used for Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Like I'm pretty sure it was used.
On it.
No. Priest was the year before. Yeah, Drew McIntyre won last year and tried to cash it in that night. And Punk cost them. Yeah, I remember because I was like, they couldn't give this to somebody else. Like,
yeah.
Like he's gonna cost McIntyre the match anyway, even if he got a one-on-one. He need the Money in the Bank too.
I'm just gonna say LA Knight.
Yeah, it's not gonna make sense. Penta will go crazy though. Don't wanna lie to you.
Yeah.
Penta might go crazy. Solo.
It's my whole thing is.
I wish Jacob Fatu was in this match.
Saying it's like, who do you put against John Cena?
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking at. I'm not really focusing too much on Jey Uso because any of them would work with Jey Uso. It's who would you go against Cena using like the Money in the Bank tactics?
Yeah, LA Knight make the most sense. He the most over babyface on SmackDown besides Cody. You know, Cody already gonna get his rematch probably at SummerSlam.
But then I also say it's not going to be Money in the Bank is going to be used against Jey Uso because John Cena is going to have to deal with CM Punk. He's going to have to deal with Cody. He's going to have to deal with
who else would he even have to deal with?
Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman. Yeah, Roman. Yeah.
I don't necessarily. Maybe Seth. Because, I mean, if Seth hates CM Punk so much for trying to ruin the WWE, he eventually has to say something.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Yeah, the biggest twist will be Seth winning and him going after Cena instead of Jay.
Yeah.
Because if you go after Jay, you have to deal with Gunther. And where's the period? Oh, I mean, we've been saying it for weeks, but where's Ludwig Kaiser? Why is Gunther by himself?
Well, he's like I've been seeing they do some like type of interviews on Raw, Like I don't know. You have to pay extras to get the like.
Oh yeah, like the in between commercial stuff.
Yeah. So
Has he been on those?
On there? Yeah, but he hasn't really wrestled.
Yeah.
So I too don't know. Like you just need to move him over to SmackDown. Anyway. Yeah. Just so
it was like he messaged Charlotte and he ain't been seeing it ever since. I was like, no. But yeah, I don't know. If we don't not winning the world title, I don't know. Just weird. Money in the Bank, weird.
The women's Money in the Bank, which this one I also don't know who's going to win, but it's more of a good way. We have Stephanie Valkyrie, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne, Julia, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi.
The most stacked women's man. The only thing to make this match better if Asuka was in it. That's it. Just put a 7th in there.
On the limb, and I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna be Naomi.
That's what I'm saying. Naomi. This is one time I want the Money in the Bank to actually like forward a story, because this will lead to Naomi, Jade, Bianca at SummerSlam. Because I think Jade gets another shot before SummerSlam, beats Tiffany. Then we get Jade and Bianca at SummerSlam. Naomi cash in, pull a Seth Rollins. That'd be sick. Ooh, and then she can get her one title reign that she deserved. Oh my god.
She's had the women's title, but it was like SmackDown.
Yeah, nah. We want the world title.
Yeah, I know. This is the first one since she's been back.
I don't want no show title. I want the world title.
But yeah, like Alexa Bliss doesn't necessarily need it right now. She's already.
No, I feel like they give it to her. That shit going right to Charlotte, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. No.
I think that they're still going to add her to the White Six, so they don't need the titles right now. They can focus on the tag team. Rhea Ripley. I don't even know why I'm going to put her on the same pedestal as Charlotte.
Don't need it. Absolutely don't need it. Because why? I don't think Rhea even supposed to be in this match. If that freak accident, was she?
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, Kyrie was just coming back. Yeah, that makes sense. For sure.
And then, like, as much as I love Stephanie, and much as I love Julia and Roxy is still intertwined with the Judgment Day, so she doesn't need it. I don't think Julia's had a match yet.
Oh, no.
SmackDown.
I know. I thought Liv was the world champion on Raw. I was about to say, ooh, that'd be crazy. It's EO.
Yeah. Which you don't need. Rhea doesn't need Money in the Bank to challenge EO for the title.
Nah.
So
they already got that built in. They already got that kicked in the story. So
like Naomi definitely.
Naomi make the most sense
to progress the story.
Naomi got a pin. She got a couple wins on Tiffany, don't she? Or at least one
in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also Naomi's going absolutely nuts.
She peak of her career right now.
House.
Oh man.
The whole thing with Montez and his birthday, getting Jade a birthday cake for hers.
Oh my god! Did you see what she said about the R-Truth release? Because Jay was like, I hate this. And Naomi was like, I hate you more. And she's like, no, the only thing I hate more is that we got Jade Cargill and R-Truth. I was like, oh, she. You talk about hater of the year. I think Naomi might be number one right now. She gotta be.
Naomi's on the list.
She is.
But I mean, it's still WWE for everything that they're doing to AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, about number one, number two right there.
Yep.
There's not that much hate going on in AEW. I can think of. I mean, Swerve and Hangman still hate each other.
And
that ain't gonna change.
Kind of hates Mox.
Yeah.
And Ospreay hates Mox.
Yeah. That was a crazy line he said. He said AEW sucks right now because you world champ. I was like, hold on. Breaking the fourth wall. Stop it.
Yeah, everybody's been posting about that. I'm sorry. I think you meant everybody says AEW sucks because of you. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I mean, no. No, I'm going to try to get my assignment back before Saturday. Might be late to the show, but I'm going to watch it. Money in the Bank is like one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite concepts after the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe after Elimination Chamber.
When done.
Elimination Chamber, cool. Yeah, when done like it used to be, where it's like genuine surprise, and you know who was supposed to be world champ at the time. It was like Edge and Punk cashing in. The last good one was literally Seth Rollins against Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Literally the last good one. Damian Priest last year was okay, but kind of made sense. It's like he wanted to do it then.
If no one's told you that they love you, Audi definitely loves you, and somebody else in this world does.
Watch, he'll pop back on and say it right now. Watch.
So watch. If no one's told you that you're awesome,
Oh, I hated that. I hated Bobby last year. I'm gonna need you to figure it out soon, brother. That man was sitting there with his hand like that for at least 2 minutes. I counted it. 2 minutes, just like that.
but you're awesome. Thank you for watching this. Also, don't forget to follow Pulse of the Ring on
Pulse of the Ring.
Follow the 3 Count Pod on all social medias, and don't forget to follow us, King X or King_X_ Negus.
Chaos King 245 on Twitter, Twitch.
And Audi's just like the late bloomer Audi and sometimes different on other stuff. But check us out.
It'll be in the description.
Yeah, it'll be in the description. Again, check us out. And at that, we will see you guys later.